Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this JavaScript tutorial here just I will discuss about difference between for loop and for each loop, and this is very important thing asked by interviewer. Okay, so that's why I'm making this video because of interview purpose. Okay, so guys, first of all you have to understand the what is for loop and what is for each loop, and then just I will explain the difference. Okay, and the difference is very simple. So first of all here guys I will create an array. So var is the keyword. Here you can write any keyword like const and let as per your choice, but I have written var equals to, and here I will create an array. So you know guys how to create array, just using square bracket. This is the array sign, and inside this array just I will put some random value like a, b and c. Okay, but here you can put as per your choice any value. Okay, but I have put a random value. And now guys here just first of all I will write the for loop. So for, and after that here I will write a let is the keyword for defining a variable. So I will define the variable name is I equals to 0. First of all I will write I is 0. That means array position start from 0. I mean, if anyone asks in this array the position of b, so here you have to be say position of b, that is 1, because array position start from 0. That means a is 0, b is 1 and c is 2. So array position start from 0, and so I denotes the array position. So that's why I have written I is 0. So that means I will start from here because array position start from 0. So that means I will start from here, and how long that I will be looped, so that is this array, because this array loop I'm making here. So array dot length means this array's length will start from here to here. So that's why so I will be less than array dot length, I mean I will go up to that. Okay, and now I plus plus, so that means I will go one by one. I mean first of all this one, again this, and again this. So I will go one by one this one. And now here I will print console dot log, and here just I will print this array. Okay, and this array and this array I will print using square bracket and I. That means it will be print one by one, this one, because I is looping one by one like this. Okay, so this one. So this is the for loop and for loop syntax. It's very clear. And now guys here I will write for each loop, and then I will just explain the difference. Okay, so now guys for each loop, so first of all you have to be write this array name, I mean where you want to make it for each. So I want to make it for each in this array variable. So array dot for each, this one, and parenthesis, again parenthesis, and here I will use fat arrow function. So this one and this one. So this is the syntax of fat arrow function. Actually guys, for each loop it takes a callback function. That means here actually this one is the function. So instead of for fat arrow function, here you can write like this function keyword, and like this you can define. Okay, but here I'm using ES6, so here I will not write function keyword. Here just I will write fat arrow function. So if you know about this function, I mean how to define function in ES6 format, so you will be know about that. This is like here just I will give you the brief idea about function. So video may be long, but here everything will be clear. Okay, so here we define function like this way before ES6. I mean ES6 means JavaScript version 6, that's we called ES6. So before ES6 we would define function like this way, but after coming ES6 it make it short syntax like fat arrow function. So just equals to an arrow, that's called fat arrow function. So here I have just written the same thing. Okay, this is fat arrow function, but here if you want to write like function keyword like this way, so here you can write function keyword instead of fat arrow function. I mean just here you have to remove this one you can write also. Okay, but here I will use ES6 format, this one. And now guys for each loop just takes 3 parameter. First one, whatever parameter you will write here, I mean here you can write a, b, c, because for each loop first of all it takes callback function and it takes 3 parameters. So guys here the one difference I think it's clear, that is for loop doesn't takes any parameter or any callback function. Okay, so it's a one difference, but for each loop takes parameter here you can see, and it takes a callback function. So guys, if anyone asks you the difference, that is for loop and between for each loop, so one answer you will you can give them, that is for loop doesn't take parameter or callback function, but for each loop takes parameter. You can see this is taking parameter and callback method, because you can see I am using fade arrow function for this function, so it's taking a function. But here you can see for loop it's not. Okay, and first parameter, whatever you will write first, you can write first parameter anything, you can write anything, you can write your name. So here if I write my name, my channel name actually creative. Okay, so this one I can write here creative underscore developer. Okay, this is my channel name, so I can write parameter anything. Okay, so whatever parameter I will write in first, so that will be denotes value. I mean, in this creative developer parameter, it will takes this A, B, C, I mean the value of this array. Okay, so it's clear. So now here I will write A, so that means A will now takes A, B, C the value. And the second parameter will takes position, I mean array position will start from 0. Okay, I mean if anyone asks the position of C, so here you have to be say the position of C is 0, 1, 2. So the position of C is 2. Array position start from 0. Okay, so B will denotes position, I mean just if you print in a console that is B, so it will be denotes 0, 1, I mean it will print that is 0, 1, 2, because B second parameter denotes position. Okay, and C is the last parameter, I mean last parameter, it denotes the array name, I mean this one. Okay, so it's clear. And guys, one thing here, that is array for each loop takes 3 parameters. So here is the another difference. And the another thing is first parameter is mandatory in for each loop. Okay, so here you have to be pass a one parameter, and what parameter you will pass here, that will be denotes as a first parameter, and first parameter means it will denotes the value. Okay, so it's clear. So guys, here instead of A we mostly write value, because first parameter denotes value, so here we write value. Okay, and the second parameter when we need, okay, second parameter is not a mandatory, you can either you can write second parameter or not, that's totally depend on it. If you need the second parameter, I mean if you need the array position, so that time you can write the second parameter, and here you can pass any name that will be denotes position. But for just similar name we write here mostly index, and another we write ARR. Okay, so this is mostly we write inside this for each loop the parameter name, but it's not that here you have to be write the second parameter index, third is array. Not, you can write this array parameter here and this value parameter at last, but whatever you will write the first parameter, so that will be denotes value. I hope guys it's clear. Okay, and the first parameter is mandatory and the other two parameter is not, so I don't need that position, so I will remove from here. So here I will write console.log and value, so just it will print value, and here also this one, and here I will just for breaking purpose, here I will write console.log, and here I will write that is start for each loop. Okay, this one. So now save and refresh. So here you can see ABC, this is from for loop and this is from for each loop. Okay, so this is same, I'm getting the same output, but guys at the time to for each loop it is just taking a callback function and the parameter. That means guys, when the for loop is looping, I mean when the for loop, so I is 0, that means I will start from here. So here one thing, if you write I is 1, so you will be find the difference here. So here you can see it's starting from B and C, because position is start from 0, so that's why I is 1 and I denotes position here, so that means it's starting from here, because 0, 1. So I have written 1, so that means it's starting from here. Okay, so it's clear. I is start it's a the position here in the for loop. Okay, and here this one is the value, and now here if I write index, so the second parameter denotes position here in the for each loop. So if I print index, so let's check it what I will get. Okay, refresh. So you can see I'm getting the position 0 1 2. Okay, so it's clear guys. In the second parameter in the for each loop I'm getting position, and here for removing your confusion, because it may be the confused, so I will do one thing, just index I will write in first, and in the second I will write value. So now just guess guys, if I print index, so what I will get? I will get position or value. So just you guess and write in comment, and here I will show you the output, but I will suggest to guess you first of all. So you can see if I write the first of all the parameter index, so I'm getting the value, because whatever write I will in the first parameter, that will be denotes value here. Okay, it's clear. So here for that, for making it similar name, we write value index and here comma array. So let's check it, the array if I print, so what I will get, refresh. So you can see I am getting the whole array. Okay, so this one, so third parameter, it denotes our whole array. Okay, it's clear guys, I hope. So guys, that means if anyone asks the difference between for loop and for each loop, so it's clear to you, and that means when the for each loop execute, so that time it's taking every time callback function for each element. So that means when it will go to the loop the value, first of all it will go a, so at that time it will just add a it will call a method, because you can see it taking a callback for each method, each element. You can see value is the element, our array element, array value you can say. So when it will just execute value, so that time, for that every time it will just execute a function, because it taking a callback function. So that is the main difference. Okay, so when for each loop just execute, so that time it execute function for each value, or you can say it each array element. Okay, so it's clear, I hope it's clear. But in the case of for loop, it doesn't takes callback, so it doesn't execute method for the time to element, for the time to execute for loop. Okay, so it's, I hope it's clear to you. And if you find guys this video is helpful, so please like this video and subscribe my channel to get more this type of update.